Ray Kunstler opening up our Thursday live lunch here at the Nachum Segal Network. Hope everyone's tuned in to NachumSegal.com. Watching on the web, you could see the entire production, today's live lunch production, brought to you by Manischewitz. You can see the entire thing at NachumSegal.com right now on the homepage. You can also hear the entire thing at NachumSegal.com, and of course you can hear it all on the NSN app. We're opening up with a trivia question. Trivia question is, does anybody know where we are? That's the trivia question. A, we're at Gourmet Glatt in Cedarhurst. B, we are in the middle of a Pesach product department. C, we're very close to our friend Yoeli. And the answer is all the above, of course. Here we are at Gourmet Glatt in Cedarhurst on Spruce Street. Doing a live lunch, and boy, oh boy, this place is hustling and bustling, as you can imagine, because it is almost Pesach. Can you imagine 2 weeks from tomorrow night, we'll be sitting down to the Seder and enjoying Pesach. Now, we are, of course, brought to you by Manischewitz and Welch's. They have a brand new combination, a brand new partnership, certainly new to the kosher consumer, which has brought a brand new, for us at least, a brand new grape juice to the market. Welch's grape juice manufactured under the label of Welch's and Manischewitz. We'll talk about that, of course, plenty during this 2-hour broadcast. We also have the trivia contest. That's the real reason that we have the A, B, and C multiple choice cards. We have those because the trivia contest is going to be coming up. People will be able to win prizes. We also have a raffle here where people are going to be able to put their name in a big Manischewitz bag, a big purple Manischewitz bag, and have their name drawn for a big prize package of classic and brand new items. And of course, our tasting is going on. Our tasting is happening as we speak. We could sample the brand new grape juice and the brand new sparkling grape juice here at Gourmet Glatt in Cedarhurst. So that's the story. That's what's happening here. We'll be joined by our wonderful staff and our incredible guests all coming up. We are in Gourmet Glatt in Cedarhurst, and you are listening to the Nachum Segal Network.
Li
Simcha Leiner, who I'm told is going to be there tonight at the big Zamek Rube wedding. We look forward to seeing him and hearing him perform this evening for the Chassan and Kala. We're at Gourmet Glatt. Miriam Al-Wallach is here, of course, General Manager of the Nachum Segal Network.
Good morning.
Good morning. We'll ask her the big question. Have you ever been here before?
It's possible.
You've been here before?
It's possible. I walked in and Mendy wanted to know why I hadn't placed my order yet.
Once or twice you've been here before.
Shout out to Mendy.
Today we're here with Manischewitz and with Welch's, and we have found a Manischewitz matzah commercial from...
Circa...
I mean, this has got to be...
The 30s?
I would guess the 1930s. Can we play this, ZK?
Choice A, B, or C. 1930s, 1940s, or 1950s.
All right, tell me what you think it is.
Okay.
Tell me if you think it would make it on radio today. Here you go. This is the Manischewitz spot promoting their matzah from close to 80 years ago, most likely.
There is nothing that quite hits the spot so your family will like it a lot so when they're set to eat, just give them this treat. Manischewitz American Matzo. MANISCHEWITZ.
All right, so we learned a couple of things from that spot.
A, how to spell Manischewitz.
I'm going to get to that one in a second. First, we learned that spazzo, matzo, and latzo all rhyme. That's the first thing we learned. The other thing is, I wonder if the world of the world of advertising may have been different in those days. Why they felt the need to spell a word that nobody would remember how to spell.
Would this have worked on Mad Men?
I don't know, but I just wonder.
I love the commercial, though. I love it.
You're serious?
Well, first of all, it's a throwback. It's a TBT moment.
That's
okay.
true.
It's a throwback Thursday moment to.
And it's Thursday.
There you go. I don't want to say a simpler time, but a time when that worked.
You have to believe it was a simpler time, yeah.
Well, I hope it was a simpler time, but it was the 30s, and we all know what happened in the 30s.
True.
But anyway, but it's classic, it's quintessential, and it's homey. So there's something to that.
And they spelled out the word Manischewitz. That would be a good trivia question. Blindfold somebody and have them spell Manischewitz.
Right, which concerns me that I have not been spelling it correctly in any of my emails to Sarah Stromer. But now I can say it in the office when I need to.
MANISCHEWITZ. If you do it like that.
Right, the W versus
Right,
V,
that does
I've
throw
been
you off a
fine.
bit.
But no, I've been fine. At the SCH, I think I...
Right, but
dropping
if
a
you do it
C.
like that, MANISCHE, in other words, you'll think of it in groups of 4, since there's a total of 12 letters in Manischewitz.
Wow.
Then that's the way to do it. That's the way to remember how to spell it. So now, forever, hopefully, I will now remember how to spell
You know
Manischewitz.
that somebody whose last name was Manischewitz married like a cone.
I would guess.
Something with, or a Rube.
Klein.
3 letters.
There you go.
Do you think Simcha Leiner will be singing that song tonight?
The one we just heard?
Yes.
I mean, it's possible. I don't know.
I know.
Does it fit into a wedding mix? I don't know.
Does he?
What do I know about music?
Does he take? Does he take requests during?
I doubt that.
Yes.
I doubt that.
But we're looking forward to seeing him and Neshama and everyone else at the wedding tonight.
Big wedding tonight, and we are looking forward to celebrating. It was surreal having Mark Zamek on the air this morning discussing his daughter's wedding the day of the wedding. That was unbelievably crazy. All right, we have trivia questions we're going to be asking. Are we doing the? Are we doing the raffles?
Are we ready for a raffle?
Are we doing raffles?
We're not ready for a raffle.
No, not ready for raffles, meaning are we inviting people to
Of
sign up
course,
for raffles?
absolutely.
We're
And actually,
inviting
we have
people-
more raffles than in previous
Good.
shows.
So we're going to be giving away some prizes, more raffles. And that means you have a Manischewitz gift bag filled with both classic and brand new items. That's what happens here.
I want to give everyone a chocolate chip cookie update because I have been updating everyone with my gluten-free chocolate chip cookie obsession. The fighting has calmed down at the Wallach household because Sarah Stromer, gave me enough cookies. Except the problem now is that it has almond flour in it, so the kids can't take it to school. So I know, right? You open one door, close another, and Jamie and Yoni may have had to stage an intervention yesterday in the studio because I was popping them like popcorn. But are there any left? You just took them for yourself, didn't you? There are none left? You finished it? I mean, talk about betrayal.
Well, that's what happens when you have a loyal staff.
Yeah,
they follow you and do
seriously.
exactly what you do.
I know.
So in this
My
case, they went
God.
ahead and downed all the cookies.
I'm going to start eating the gluten-free matzah. Let's see what happens with that.
Gives us a chance to thank Jamie Turkel, and to thank Yoni Pollack, and to thank ZK, all of whom are here, of course, and to thank Avrami and everybody's helping make this show possible. All right, special guests coming up and more happening from Gourmet Glatt. We're on Spruce Street in Cedarhurst. This is the Gourmet Glatt, everybody. There are a couple of Gourmet Glatts. This is the flagship of the Gourmet Glatt chain.
We're going to hear about the Lakewood store a little bit.
And we're going to hear about the Lakewood store. Boy, oh boy, we have so much to do today. It's unbelievable. Live lunch going until 1 o'clock Eastern time. This is the Nachum Segal Network.
Avosenu Lovad Gal HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lo Avosenu Lovad Gal HaKadosh Baruch Hu Ela Avosenu Gal Avosenu Lovad Gal HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lo Avosenu Lovad Gal HaKadosh Baruch Hu Ela Avosenu
Haggadah. Open up one of those classic Haggadahs that Rabbi Chaim has from 400 years ago, and you'll find those words, Lois Avosenu, diaspora, here at the Nachum Segal Network. Hope you're watching. It's NachumSegal.com, where you can see everything that we're doing here at Gourmet Glatt on the homepage. Entire show is there to see in its entirety as it's happening. And if you ever wanted to be in a really busy, hustling and bustling supermarket, Gourmet Glatt on a Thursday is the place to be. I can tell you that much. We have a traffic jam here. Yoni, direct traffic, please. I'm asking you. No. I mean for real, direct traffic. Help the people through if you don't mind. David Sugarman is with us. He is the CEO of Manischewitz. He has been an eyewitness to our little tour of the New York, New Jersey area of the last few weeks. David Sugarman, welcome back.
Thank you.
The Nachum Segal Network. Boy, oh boy.
Yes.
Tight space, huh?
Absolutely.
What do you think
This is quite the store.
It must do your heart some good when you see a supermarket like this large and this crowded.
This is unbelievable. We're just a few short weeks away from Passover. This is the home stretch.
I know, 2 weeks from tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Are you all set for your Seders?
I'm not set at all because I'm going away for Pesach, but
okay.
hopefully they're set. Hopefully they're all set for Pesach. And you thought you'd never get to this point where it would be 2 weeks till Passover, huh? You never thought so. Back in July and August, as you were making all these plans, you didn't think you'd actually get here.
It's funny, but we, as I think I mentioned to you before, we actually start making items for Passover the day after Passover ends.
I know, it's unbelievable. It's very hard to believe.
It
Talk
really
about
is.
a 365-day-a-year business. I ask you this every week, but I always think as we get closer to the holiday, it's an easier question for you to answer. What's the reaction? What's the reaction to the Manischewitz Welch's combination? What's the reaction to the new products that Manischewitz has released for Pesach 2016 in general?
From what we've seen so far, the reaction has been unbelievable. The response that we're getting on our Facebook page, the people that are writing in, what we're seeing when we do the tour of all the stores we've been in, it's been absolutely incredible.
People are happy with this new combination.
People are definitely happy.
I myself need a little bit, I say. We're fine.
We'll get you some.
And the sparkling grape juice is released at the same time as the regular one.
Yep.
A no-brainer for you. This was not a big decision. It was time to do this, and we've spoken to the people at Welch's on these programs, and of course the people at Manischewitz, both of whom are very excited about this venture. David Sugarman is here. He's CEO of Manischewitz as we discuss everything that's going on. Is there a way to tell which products are going to make it to next year? Is there a way to tell which products are going to survive this season and make it as a future product of Manischewitz? 'Cause I would assume there are some that are left on the cutting room floor each season.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the whole idea is to keep things fresh. We've got our core items, the 95% items that we have every single year, our staples, our mutts, our gefilte fish. But certainly, after Passover is over, we bring the marketing team together. We look at how we did with all our items. And, of course, there's a couple items that don't make it, and there's always 2 or 3 new items for next year.
We're counting on the chocolate chip cookies, the gluten-free ones, to make it to next year.
Those are going to make it.
And also, on the subject of gluten-free, I mean, this has become a category in and of itself that you took very seriously as you pursued it. And now we see it's not just Passover, but it's year-round that these products are going to be available.
Yes.
What's that like? Is was it a surprise to you that this could become a category that's...
I think it was a surprise to a lot of food companies, not just kosher food companies like ours, but certainly gluten-free has a huge market. And and as you said, it's certainly not just a Passover item. We're happy to have it for Passover, but it's become an important part of our everyday business. Absolutely.
There's no question about it. And that line will be available year-round. I know people, as we've discussed this before, I know people who have spent their very soon after post-Passover season, grabbing as many items as possible so they could store them and have them for their own gluten-free diet and their gluten-free family. And now there's no need to do that anymore.
Absolutely,
which is
absolutely.
really cool.
And we're open for suggestions as we talked about last time for our macaroon flavor for next year.
Right. Are those gluten-free or not yet?
Not yet.
But the matzo ball mix is?
We have some gluten-free matzo ball mix.
And the cookies are?
But if you've got any thoughts
and the vanilla crunch puffs are? Hand me that box if you don't mind for a moment.
Absolutely.
What's going on here? Is this new for this season or this has been around for a while? This is a brand new one?
And they're opening it?
The gluten-free Magic Max Vanilla Crunch Puff Cereal. Certified gluten-free from Manischewitz. You are in the breakfast cereal department now.
Absolutely. You have to have breakfast.
Yeah, that's true. Even on Pesach, you have to have breakfast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's try these here, if you don't mind. I assume it's a shahako, right?
Yeah, it is.
There you go. No, these are pretty good.
It's Cario.
Yeah, exactly. These are pretty good. Very good. Hey, ZK, test that. That's pretty. I could use a cup of milk. Yeah, that's very good.
We're going to open the chocolate one also. 1 second. Opening the chocolate one.
ZK will taste the chocolate one. Not bad, huh?
Oh
Pretty good.
Not bad from ZK.
Not bad from ZK. It's like a 10 out of 10 from anybody else, David Sugarman. I'll tell you that much. Here, try these. Let me know how they are.
Wow.
This is the gluten-free Magic Max's
Yes.
Chocolate Crunch Puffs.
One of our characters.
Where's he going to be spending Pesach, Magic Max?
He's actually, we're sending him to your Seder.
Are you
you're
serious?
you're away though.
He'll be down in Puerto Rico with us?
How does it do in milk? How does it withstand milk?
It's perfect. It's the perfect cereal. It absorbs a little bit of milk. It still floats. It's
Cool.
nice and crunchy.
See, the floating, by the way.
And then at the end you have to drink the milk.
you have to, because it's
Obviously.
chocolatey.
Absolutely. It's
You
the best.
kidding me?
You know those bowls that have the straws built in that go to the bottom?
My kids use those every morning.
Right?
Those are amazing.
They're amazing. 'cause-
Absolutely.
'cause
Solve the
kids
whole
drink
problem.
the milk.
They solved the whole problem.
Exactly. Of course,
Whoever patented that, I'll
was
tell
a
you,
genius.
stumbled upon something. I bet you he was rejected the first time it was proposed. I can tell you that much. Anyway.
That's for sure. That's
David
for sure.
Sugarman, I take this opportunity to wish you a happy, healthy Pesach. It should be a wonderful Passover for everybody out there.
To you also. Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate that. Your products are going to be everywhere, as you know, and as
Absolutely.
we've discussed, not just in the U.S., but in other places around the world as well, which must be an amazing feeling for
Absolutely. It's
How
great.
far are the products extending?
Oh,
I mean, where's
gosh.
the furthest location?
you. Oh, they're everywhere.
Oh,
Egypt. Remember we discussed Egypt on here.
China, Japan.
Japan.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're everywhere.
Unbelievable.
North, south, east, west.
Anywhere there's one Jewish person, we'll send them something.
Well, okay, well, we have a listener in Inner Mongolia, by the way.
And we're not kidding.
We're not kidding. We're not kidding.
No problem.
He messages us every once in a while, listening from Inner Mongolia. Of course, I had to find Inner Mongolia on a map, but that's another
But we found
problem.
that it's authentic, so
Right,
if you
and-
get a request like that.
And we met the people who listened to us in, I was going to say Darfur, and that is wrong.
And that was at a Manischewitz show that we met them.
Correct.
That
Wait
was
a
the
minute,
last.
where was it? Where was Rwanda?
Thank you,
Jamie.
Rwanda.
Okay.
Rwanda. Right.
Pretty amazing when you think about it. We have a great,
Exactly.
just like Manischewitz, we have a great reach. How do you
Thank
like
God.
that? Just like Manischewitz.
What a team.
Thank you, David.
Thank you so much.
It's been an honor doing this and having fun going through New York and New Jersey and seeing all the amazing places that that think very fondly of Manischewitz. I'll tell you that much. Here we are at Gourmet Glatt in Cedarhurst. We're here until 1 p.m. Eastern Time. On the web, you can find us right now via video at NachumSiegel.com. The video, the entire production is available now on the home page on the website, NachumSiegel.com. We want to hear from you. If you have the NSN app, you can comment right now. Yoni's checking the app, so you can comment right now, and he'll let us know who out there is commenting and letting us know what they think of our program today. That's the NSN app. And everybody out there who wants to email us, use the traditional email addresses, and you'll be able to reach us. This comes from Eitan Freilich, and this is great for us because it is a suggestion, a request from listener Yehuda, who right now is listening in Alon Shvut, Israel. How do you like that? I think he was in Alon Shvut, right? I believe so. All right. Eitan Freilich, brand new. This is the Nachum Siegel Network.
זכרתי לך חסד כה אומר השם זכרתי לך חסד חסד נעוריי אהבס כלו לא יזוהי השם זכרתי לו חסד כה יאמר השם זכרתי לו חסד חסד נעורייך אהבת כלולוי זוהי לכתך אחריי במדבור בארץ לא יזירו לכתך אחריי במדבור בארץ לא יזירו
Eitan Freilich for listener Yehuda in Israel. Live lunch Thursday, boy. Thursday here at Gourmet Glatt.
Erev Tov to Yehuda.
Yeah, Erev Tov to Yehuda and Chag Sameach.
And Chag Kosher v'Sameach.
And Chag Kasher v'Sameach.
Exactly.
Or as some people say, Chag Sameach v'Kasher.
Who says that?
It was a whole thing in Israel that they should do Sameach before Kasher, and then some company that put Chag Kasher v'Sameach on their bottle decided to switch it because they felt it was more important Sameach than Kasher. Why should they, say Kasher first? It was a whole big thing years ago.
What don't we fight about?
Like 3-4 years ago.
Let's
Good
live
point.
a simpler existence.
I never even thought of it that way. That's actually a good point.
Thank you. Every once in a while. Yossi Ostreicher is going to be stopping by.
Oh, he is stopping by?
That's what the rumor is.
Okay.
A bunch of rumors.
Going on the show or not?
I prefer not to necessarily bully everyone, so we'll see if Yossi's amenable to it.
Well, he's avoided us in terms of going on air for the last couple of shows.
That's true. So maybe we can wrangle him into joining us this time. Also, we will have somebody from Welch's who's an expert in the nutritional value of the grape juice. I'm talking to that.
The topic is Welch's focus on health and nutrition and the one-of-a-kind grape that's at the heart of the brand.
I like anybody who tells me I have to drink grape juice to be healthy. If that's the message, I'm in.
That's a good point.
Thank you. It's like the
and our trivia questions today.
Are we ready?
Our trivia questions today, there are a couple. I actually marked the ones. Ooh, don't look at the answers.
Why? How else can I help the guests?
I marked the ones here on this piece of paper that I think are really, really cool questions.
And
so we're going to have some fun because I have 4 markings here. So the questions, there are a bunch of them, but 4 of them have been given stellar indications by me, the host of the show.
Oh, no.
So we'll see what happens.
I'm worried.
What are we doing first?
Laura, are we ready to pull? Let's
All right,
go.
this is what happens is everybody who's at Gourmet, if you're listening around the world, this is how it works. Everyone here at Gourmet Glatt who would like to puts their name and address or name
Laura's
and
so smart.
Name and contact information.
You folded them all. Oh, sister.
Name and contact information into the big bag, into the big Welch's Manischewitz bag.
Excellent.
And then the winner gets this Welch's Manischewitz bag.
This one.
Right, this one.
Correct.
The one filled with products.
Yes.
And a whole bunch of
Are
great.
the Mondel cuts in here again this time?
You want to draw that or you want me to draw it?
No, I want you to draw it.
Right,
Do you know why Laura's so smart?
Why is she so smart?
Well, it's possible that I told her that you seem to be unconsciously, or last show I told her that you seem to be unconsciously picking folded papers. So I then requested that all the papers be folded, or more of them last time, and now she's folding them all. So
let's analyze every step of the prize giveaway process.
That is correct. That is correct.
And the winner of the first raffle of the day, someone who's leaving Gourmet Glatt with more than they thought they would. The winner is
Tip Zim.
Tip Zim. Tip Zim. With a phone number that begins with 347. How do you like that?
Right. So maybe we can call Yoni gave her a woohoo. So maybe we can call her on the intercom if she is still in the store.
That's a good idea. Somebody with the was it Tip Zim? With
Tip
the
Zim.
Tip Zim name. Please approach
By the way,
table.
that's a good name.
That is a good name.
It's literally
Good names, good nickname.
2 syllables.
It's good everything.
Hi, Tip Zim.
All right. Should we do trivia now? We're going back to the music.
Are we ready for trivia? We're gonna go to one more song.
All right, one more song, then we get to our first trivia question of the day. trivia question winners will get a great prize.
Sarah Stromer looks determined coming down the aisle.
You are all invited to come down to Gourmet Glatt on Spruce Street in the Cedarhurst and enjoy our live lunch like we are right here at the Nachum Segal Network.
Shona habo biyaro di sru we la shato avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin la shato ho shona habo biyaro di sru we la shato avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin bom bom ma shato avdi ay avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin asado avdi oy avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin oy shona habo yaro di sro ay shona habo bnei khoirin shona habo yaro di sro ay shona habo bnei khoirin bum bum asado avdi ay avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin yashado avdi ay avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin shona habo biyaro di sruve la shato avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin ashato shona habo biyaro di sruve la shato avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin bam bam ashato avdi oy avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin oh ashato avdi avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin no shona habo yaro di sro ay shona habo bnei khoirin shona habo yaro di sro ay shona habo bnei khoirin bum bum ashato avdi avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin ashato avdi avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin shona habo bnei bnei khoirin oh ashato avdi oy avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin no shona habo biyaro di sro ay shona habo bnei khoirin shona habo biyaro di sro ay shona habo bnei khoirin bum bum ashato avdi avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin ashato avdi avdi shona habo bnei bnei khoirin ashato avdi
It's Avram Fried here at the Nachum Siegel Network. Well, if you were wondering years ago, decades ago, which matzah people were recommending on Yiddish radio. You have it? Oh, let's start again.
Yes.
Hang on. If you're wondering what matzo was being recommended on Yiddish radio.
There is nothing that quite hits the spot, so your family will like it a lot. So when they're set to eat, just give them this treat. Manischewitz American Matzo. M-A-N-I-S-C
they did
H-E-W-I-T-Z.
Why are you talking in the middle of the jingle?
M-A-N-I-S-C-H. So they did 3 and 3 and then went with the 6 letters at the end. H-E-W-I-T-Z.
Why are we
Interesting.
talking in the middle of the jingle?
So I was analyzing it. Figured we had played it without talking earlier, and now I could use the opportunity to, sort of give my... Yeah, exactly. My play-by-play, my explanation, my, explaining the direction that they were taking as they were preparing and then recording the commercial.
Okay,
You get that or not?
I do. I just don't.
You
want
look a little
to talk. I
confused.
just don't want you to talk in the middle of the jingle.
You look a little confused.
I mean, I
okay,
know it's
so
your
next
show.
time I'll try not to talk.
I know it's your show.
Thank you.
And your network.
Well, there you go.
Exactly.
Trivia time or not?
Are we ready? Let's go for trivia.
I have some great... Did I mention that? I have
Yes.
some great trivia
By the
questions
way,
today.
you do not know who this is.
This is who?
This is Mrs. Tina Samter, whose brother was our host at the Pinach Hama.
Thank you.
Ira is.
Thank you for having a
Mrs.
wonderful
Samter's
brother.
mother. Exactly. And
Welcome.
have a wonderful brother and 4 wonderful sisters.
Welcome to
Mrs.
the show.
Samter's going to do trivia.
Thank you.
And I'm happy to help Mrs. Samter cheat.
Because her
help.
brother's not here to help her.
And because I have a tremendous amount of Hakar Satov to the Samters.
So you're going to play the role of sibling helper.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Here we go. First trivia question of the day. The grand prize, if you're able to identify the correct answer. How many sheets of matzah do you think the Manischewitz matzah oven can produce in 1 minute? Now, a sheet, I assume, is a square, right?
I'm here for you.
I assume a
So
sheet is a
many
square.
You're gonna get three
Rabbi,
choices.
How many can
a
they-
sheet is a square. When we say a sheet of
they
matzah, it's a
produce
square of
in
matzah.
1 minute?
How many squares of matzah
We're going to give you
do
three
you
options.
think the Manischewitz matzah oven can produce in 1 minute? You ready?
would like this question.
Yes.
I love this question. I'll go to the factory and actually count it as it's being produced, frankly. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
A, 650. B, 750. Or C, 770. Which one do you think it is?
770.
Ah, congratulations. Like a true Chabadnik. Got the
Exactly.
Got
So-
the 770. So could you imagine that Manischewitz has an oven that in 1 minute can produce 770 sheets of matzah? That is
that on purpose?
How
No,
many-
wait. Don't answer that now.
You should
Think
see
about
how
it.
my oven works.
I'm sure it's very impressive. How many sheets are in 1 5-pounder? In 1 5-pounder is what, 50 sheets of matzah? 18?
Of course.
What is
Hello.
that?
18 sheets.
One box 18, so what's 18 times 5? It's 90. So there's 90 in a box. So every minute, they are making close to 10 5-pounders every single minute.
You know who would love
pretty
all
cool.
of these specific numerical references that have
Me.
holiness? No.
Me.
Simon Jacob.
Oh, he would
Right?
love it. He'd love it.
18, 770.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Did you not- you
he'd
missed
get a
this
kick
the
out of
whole
that.
time?
Yeah, he would get a kick out of that. You're right.
Do you have any more questions?
Oh, we have plenty of more questions, but you've already won the grand prize.
Oh, I
what
like
else
that.
is there?
Love
What
it.
else is there to do? You fulfilled all your pre-Pesach dreams.
We have to take a picture.
We have fulfilled all your pre-Pesach dreams.
Absolutely.
Where's the presentation of the gift? Where's the presentation of the grand prize? Where's the presentation of
She
the...
already.
Oh, you already have?
No,
There it
no,
is.
that's not it. This one's empty. Where's the?
No, she hasn't.
That's the one. We have swag in here.
Oh, it's
Aren't
in.
there?
Oh, it's in
There
here.
you
I
go.
thought this was the raffles.
Thank
No,
you
no.
I'm
so
getting
very
super
much.
confused.
Thank you very much. And a Chag Kasher.
I've been here yesterday already. Did mostly everything.
You see, it's good you saved
I
some
know,
stuff for
I need
today.
some things for
Thought you were
today.
going
There
away.
you go.
No,
Oh, sorry, I
they're all
got them.
coming to me.
Oh, right.
Baruch
Wonderful.
Hashem. It's
man.
great.
As Miriam Wallach's conducting her own show.
We've
Sorry.
got room for plenty more too.
Thank you very much.
I
All
love
right,
Mrs.
there you
Samter.
go. So our first trivia contest of the day is a success, to say the
Oceanside,
least.
New York,
From Oceanside.
and Masora.
And Camp Masora.
Oh my gosh.
And I saw
And here we
Shlomo
go.
Brazil here earlier, one of the original owners of Camp Masora. He stopped
Exactly.
by. A lot of great people here today. This is Gourmet Glatt, everybody. That's right. Gourmet Glatt. More coming up. Keep it right here at the Nachum Siegel Network. Ooh, didn't mean to do that to you, ZK. There we go. There we go. Brand new from Mordechai Shapiro here at the Nachum Segal Network. All right, we're going to be joined in a second by Casey Lewis. We're going to get a perspective on the brand new grape juice from Welch's and Manischewitz. Casey Lewis is the health and nutrition lead at Welch's. She is a registered dietitian with over a decade of experience in the nutrition field. She serves as Welch's health and nutrition lead and is responsible for the company's nutrition education, communications, and Concord grape-focused research initiatives. Casey Lewis, welcome to the Nachum Segal Network.
Good morning. Thank you.
I'll tell you, these days, with everyone concentrating and concerned about nutrition and health, you must be one of the most important people at Welch's, frankly.
I like to think so.
Well, if you are or not, we just made you one. How do you like that? All right, tell our listeners why health and nutrition at this point are so important to Welch's and what it has to do with what we've discovered over the last couple of weeks, the special Concord grape that they use for the last 140 years.
Yeah, sure thing. So many people have grown up with the Welch's brand, but don't realize that really the Concord grape, which is to produce Welch's juices and other grape-based products that people are familiar with, are grown in North America by our family farmer owners. So Welch's isn't a big company. We're family farmer owned. We're owned by about 1,000 family farmers, and we rely on their grape expertise to grow the best Concord grapes for our juices, jams, and other products. In fact, a lot of them have been working land that's been in their families for generations. And it's because of these family farmers and the fact that they're at the root of the company and the grapes that they grow are at the root of the company that we've been focused on health and nutrition really for a very long time.
Yeah, way before it became trendy to worry about health and nutrition, right?
Exactly. So we've been from 1869, we've been focused on Concord grapes and transforming them into delicious and nutritious products. So way before it got trendy.
Casey Lewis is with us talking about the Concord grape, talking about Welch's and Manischewitz now together releasing a grape juice for the kosher market. The Concord grape, as we've discovered over the last couple of weeks as well, is named for Concord, Massachusetts, where it in fact comes from. What is it? What's unique about it? What features does it have that makes your product as delicious as it is?
Sure. So the Concord grape is a unique grape. It has a really unique and bold flavor, but it also has a bit of a unique appearance. It's considered a split skin grape, so it has really thick, dark purple skin, and then that separates really easily from its juicy flesh, and then at the center of the grape you'll find seeds. And it's that thick purple skin and those seeds that really set it apart from the rest and make it distinct from a lot of other table grapes you'll find in the supermarket today. And it's that flavor and texture that make it different, but also the dark purple seeded grapes, like Concord grapes, have more polyphenols than many of those table grapes as well, because you'll find those naturally occurring, healthy plant nutrients within the seeds and the bright purple, colorful skin of the Concord grape.
That's what's made the grape juices in general something of a suggestion when it comes to good health and nutrition. It is the do I have a correct pronunciation? The polyphenols, is that it?
Yeah, that's right. So polyphenols are found in a lot of plant-based foods: onions, tea, red wine, grapes, cocoa, many others. And they actually naturally protect the plant against harm, but they also have been shown to provide color and great flavor to fruits and vegetables, and have also been linked to specific health benefits over time. In fact, Concord grapes have many of the same polyphenols as red wine does.
Right. You pick the grapes at their peak, so to speak, and then press the entire grape within 8 hours of harvesting. That is what my research has determined, and that's one of the reasons why the grape juice tastes as good as it does, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So our family farmers pick them at their peak to capture that terrific flavor, and then they press them to help seal in that flavor and the nutrition. And when we crush them, we're crushing the entire grape, the skin, seeds, everything, so we're getting polyphenol within the juice. So it's a great way to get a variety of folks who might not otherwise run into a Concord grape to get to experience that flavor and the health benefits of the grape.
Finally, Casey, give me 3 or 4 other nutrition benefits that our listeners should know about.
Sure. So 100% grape juice is 100% juice, so it's basically just squeezed from whole fruit to deliver really convenient, concentrated nutrition in every glass. The Manischewitz 100% grape juice is nutrient dense. It packs more nutrition than a lot of other beverages, so it has no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, no preservatives, no added sugars, and it's sulfite-free. So that's exciting. And then just 4-ounce glass is a serving of fruit. So it makes it really delicious way to get more fruit into your day.
There you go. Casey Lewis, Health and Nutrition Lead up at Welch's. Thanks so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful Passover.
Great. Thank you for having me.
A pleasure. There you have it. Talk about some of the benefits, nutrition-wise and otherwise, to grape juice, and in this case, what Casey described, the way they make things from a grape that was founded in Concord, Massachusetts, with the people at Welch's. Manischewitz and Welch's together bring you a live lunch from Gourmet Glatt here on Long Island in the Five Towns. We're in Cedarhurst. We're at the flagship of Gourmet Glatt. We'll find out more about this chain of supermarkets momentarily. I want to wish a refuah shlema to Avraham Chaim Ben Esther, and we thank you, everybody, for that who participates. And we'll continue with some more music and come back with hour number 2 of a Gourmet Glatt, Manischewitz, Welch's live lunch right here at the Nachum Segal Network.
כל הצדיקים שהיו עד היום ובזכות כל הצדיקים שנמצאים עמנו היום בזכות כל הצדיקים שהיו עד היום ובזכות כל הצדיקים שנמצאים עמנו היום השם שלך לנו מיד אליהו הנביא עבדך הוא סגל למלך המושיע מלך המושיע השם שלך לנו מיד אליהו הנביא עבדך הוא סגל למלך המושיע מלך המושיע כל הצדיקים שהיו עד היום ובזכות כל הצדיקים שנמצאים עמנו היום בזכות כל הצדיקים שהיו עד היום ובזכות כל הצדיקים שנמצאים עמנו היום שלך לנו מיד אליהו הנביא עבדך הוא סגל למלך המושיע מלך המושיע השם שלך לנו מיד אליהו הנביא עבדך הוא סגל למלך המושיע מלך המושיע שלך לנו מיד אליהו הנביא עבדך
right, that comes from Ohad. It's a live lunch Thursday. Pesach is 2 weeks from tomorrow night. ZK left us for a couple of minutes to do some Pesach shopping, I noticed. He's gathering up all the items that he needs from Gourmet Glatt. All those snack items that the kids are going to love. Right? Of course. All right, time to draw a raffle before we get to the rabbi. Rabbi Chaim is not just a rabbi, not just a curator. He's also the plant manager?
Yes.
Plant manager at Manischewitz. I'm glad after 3 shows I got that right. What? The nostalgic rabbi, yeah. The rabbi who loves nostalgia. Oh, before we start, by the way, I got to go through a couple of emails because there are people reacting to some of the things we've said on the air so far, and I got to tell you about them. The winner of this raffle of the Manischewitz prize bag filled with classic and brand new items is Mimi Feldman. Mimi Feldman is a winner. Congratulations, Mimi Feldman. You are a winner. Utilize and incorporate those delicious products with pride in your own home. All right. First of all, listen to Yehuda is in Beit Shemesh. We kept saying Elon Shvud. He's in Beit Shemesh. That's one thing that we got wrong. The other one is the other one. There's a question. Okay, let's start with a serious question. Are there any products that are nut trace free? Are there any products in the Manischewitz line that are nut trace free? Is one of the questions out there, so everyone could think about that. Yeah, nut trace free.
Nut trace free. Any nuts?
No nuts at all. No trace of nuts.
Yes.
No, all that stuff. You have? Seriously? Want to give me an example? Or? Matzah.
Matzah, many of our
Balsamic vinegar. Potato pancake mix. Grape juice. Yes, there are
matzo ball mix.
many nut trace free items. I'm glad we were able to answer that one. And then listener Joel says, which I think is such a funny comment, we mentioned that they do 770 matzahs per minute, and he said Chabad doesn't use machine matzahs.
Maybe they will now.
Very good. I just thought it was a great reference. So thank you, listener Joel. All right. Rabbi Chaim is here. One of the highlights of the last few weeks has been when we get an opportunity. You can watch the whole thing right now at NachumSegal.com on the website. I suggest you put the website on so that you can see all the things he's going to display. He is a curator. He is somebody who collects nostalgic items from Manischewitz. And today, just like the last couple of weeks, will not disappoint. Rabbi Chaim, welcome back to the show.
It's good to be back. Thank you.
I look forward to coming to the plant after Pesach and counting the sheets of matzah as they're being produced. I'll be standing there with my stopwatch to see if you really get over 700 in 1 minute's time. You're holding by that. You're serious when you say over 700.
Absolutely.
All right, so I'm going to check it out.
Every day.
I'm going to be there with my stopwatch to see if it's real. Not that I don't trust you guys. I'm sure that it's a professional operation. If they say over 700, that's what we're going to find. All right, what do you have for us today? What do we...
Well, you played that.
Yeah, what do you think of that jingle, by the way?
We enjoyed that jingle.
We found out from that jingle that spatzo, lotzo, and matzo all rhyme. That's what we discovered from that jingle.
People who remember that jingle.
Could you dig up on YouTube the Sammy Davis Jr. one? I don't even know if you guys have this product anymore. Do you know that he did a jingle for a Manischewitz Amaretto, right? But the product doesn't exist. But we got to play it. We got to play this thing. See if you can find it on YouTube. Okay, Rabbi, go ahead. I'm sorry.
People who remember that matzah jingle might remember this type of product.
You know how many cans of this stuff we had?
This was used as an advertising gimmick. It would hang in stores.
This is so cool. You got that on the camera? This is so cool. Manischewitz kosher condensed chicken soup, and it's a what do you call this? Not a balloon.
Inflatable.
An inflatable. Thank you. It's an inflatable in the shape of a can, and it's got the. Yeah, it's like a sukkah decoration.
I've actually hung it in my sukkah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He's hung it in his sukkah.
Right, because the seagulls aren't coming over to
That's that's hilarious.
I also have a little bit bigger than this, a wine bottle of Manischewitz wine, which I did for display also.
That must be cool as well. How long ago did you obtain this?
Probably 10 years.
Wow, very good. So that's the inflatable Manischewitz chicken soup can with 3 matzo balls inside. Don't forget that.
For that era, people our age might get a kick out of seeing what the catalog is, what that we offered in the 80s.
This is the 1980s?
Today, people call it retro packaging, but it's stuff that we all grew up with.
They actually had a matzah cover. They had a matzah cover. Manischewitz matzah cover was offered for sale. In addition to their Pesach matzahs, the whole wheat matzahs, the egg matzahs, the thin tea matzahs. You still do that? You still make thinner matzahs than regular ones? Really? How do you like that? The spelt matzahs, well, that wasn't here, but the spelt matzahs are available now. Look at this one. The first one? This one is organic spelt matzah. Then in the 1980s catalog, you have some griddle cake mix. That's what we called it back then, the griddle cake mix.
Yes, today's
potato
known as
starch,
pancake.
bacon. I remember the bacon boxes. That's so funny. And look how many varieties of. Well, here are some chocolate mixes and cookie and brownie mixes. And then look at this. Look how many gefilte fishes there were. Look at that. You don't have the same number of gefilte fish, do you?
I think we have more these days.
Are you serious? More than this number?
The fishlets.
The fishlets. I remember the fishlets. Any good kiddish had real fishlets there. Then you had the borscht, the matzo balls. Yeah, you got it. Okay, good. Thank you. The borscht, the matzo balls, different soups, including beef cabbage and chicken soup, and so much more. The mandel loaves. Holy cow. Jelly top cookies. You were praying that on the 8th day of Pesach they were still around for that afternoon. There you go, the Manischewitz Pesach catalog, all right? That's what that looked like.
This is actually something that goes back a little bit older. This is a reproduction of the original boxes that were made out of wood that the Ber Manischewitz packed his matzahs in. This is a reproduction of the originals.
This is a wood box. This is how you purchased Manischewitz matzahs.
Yes.
Holy cow. You see that? It's a wood box.
What year is that?
What year do you think?
This is 2010. It's just a reproduction. That is also something I thought you get a kick out of.
This is a matchbook, I guess, right? This is a matchbook.
If you open it up, most of the matches are missing, but it's cool that each match had a different line on it. Together, it would put together the ad.
Look at that. Look at this.
What is this from?
Manischewitz, America's largest selling kosher wine. Every match had a different line on it, a different set of words. Holy cow. Okay. I know, gloves. Even the rabbi's not wearing gloves.
In a minute, we're going to put them on.
You're serious?
Yeah.
How come Miriam Wallach's always right? Drives me crazy. Yeah.
Here's also a cool thing we did for a while. We did reproductions of old shuls, and this one, it was like a collectible tin.
The Florence shul, the Vienna shul, the Portuguese shul in Amsterdam, and shul in London. These are all commemorated in a box of almondettes, they called them. Almondettes. Holy cow. Very nice.
On a little bit of a more serious note.
They were always into the orange at Manischewitz.
As a matter of fact, the printer called it Manischewitz Orange.
You're serious?
Yeah.
They were always into the
It's a
orange.
proprietary color.
Did it make it onto the grape juice? Yeah, a little bit. The word kosher is an orange.
I discussed with you, I think the first time we were here, about the fact that Rebbe Manischewitz had the yeshiva that he sponsored in Yerushalayim.
Correct.
So here, just to show some of that, we all know Rebbe Chaim Sonnenfeld is the Rav in Yerushalayim.
Yeah, of course.
Many of the psukim in the Torah of Rebbe Chaim Sonnenfeld were preserved by Rebbe Shlomo Sobel, which is a story into itself. He was a yosem that was kind of brought up by Rebbe Chaim Sonnenfeld. Rebbe Shlomo Sobel was a Talmud in the yeshivas Manischewitz. So you see one of the first versions of this that was put out, the Tshuvas for Rebbe Chaim Sonnenfeld, put out by Rebbe Shlomo Sobel. Yeshivas.
Dober Manischewitz.
His own swarm that he put out, the Shlomo Sobel. There are 2 volumes of it. I just brought a cover sheet. Yeshivas, have Melech of the Manischewitz.
For those of you who can read Hebrew or Yiddish, you'll see it right there. There's a reference to the Manischewitz Yeshiva, and that's what we were discussing. That Rabbi Manischewitz at that time, when he started the company, went ahead and funded a yeshiva in Mei Yesharim in Yerushalayim. And this is, of course, the sefer itself.
The cream of the crop of Yerushalayim in those days with the Talmidim there.
Boy, oh boy. Rabbi Chaim is here. We'd like to take a look at some of the nostalgic items that he's collected from Manischewitz
for this
over
one,
the
I
years.
think Mrs. Wallach will make us put on gloves.
Okay, well, I got mine on already. You see that? This is...
I'm not exactly sure how... I know how I got it.
We're not sure what it is. We know it needs gloves.
The guy I got it from is not sure... Here's the genesis of this.
Yeah.
This is a handwritten cookbook from 1835. If we have anybody here who can do that math quickly.
Yeah, well,
it's a couple years old.
Almost a couple hundred years old. 181 years old, to be exact.
From a lady who lived in Louisiana. Probably a big stronghold of Jewish people back in
Well, by the way, the closest, I guess, that where there would have been a Jewish community at that time was probably Galveston, Texas. Louisiana, I doubt, had a... Although Louisiana maybe was a little bit of an entry point for Jews at that time as well. Not sure.
So some fellow from this company, this library company, got hold of this book, and he thought it would be a good idea to try to sell it to Manischewitz. And his pitch was, you can use it for your recipes. He wanted to sell this book for $150 to Manischewitz. And this correspondence going back and forth from Manischewitz, if they should or they shouldn't buy it. It ended up by a collector.
This is the early 1950s.
In the 50s. It ended up by a collector who's not sure if Manischewitz ended up buying it or not, because it would transfer through several people.
But this collector found it.
This collector found it. If you look on the binding, one of these pieces, it says 1835, and the library substantiated it. Here you see it.
Something jelly.
It was, Mrs. Cohen's cookery book of 1835.
From 1835.
And this is all handwritten.
What does that say? Oh, Quran jelly.
Well, here on the first page, there's a matzo ball mix. If anybody can read that, does not sound like what we think a recipe for matzo balls are, but I think somebody ought to try it.
Eggs, ginger, brown onion.
Allspice.
Oh, allspice.
Ginger, browned onions, pepper, salt, meal, chopped fat. Can't live without that on Pesach. Mix with the water. Mix with the water of the soup. The eggs beat very well. Add it to the mix.
I don't know if we can hold this up. Can we hold this up to the camera? I don't even know,
Sure.
but we could try. There it is. The matzo ball mix is right here. For those of you who want to make an attempt to read it.
I guess in 1835 there weren't that many kosher cookbooks around, so...
What is this one? Almond what? Almond cake.
Almond cake. There's
She
a
was
lot
making almond cake that Pesach.
a lot of lemon stuff in here.
Yeah.
Apparently lemons must have grown down there.
I would guess so. And there's hardly anything else to eat for Pesach.
I just think it's interesting from a historical perspective. Pesach, one of the key components of Pesach is V'higata Levincha and the Messiah, and as it passes on. And obviously this Jewish woman felt it was important enough to write all this down,
right,
and to pass it on.
And even her recipes were critical.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Did we cover it all?
Pretty much.
We covered it all. And those of you who missed anything from the previous two shows, you got to go to the archives or check out the videos from the previous two shows where Rabbi Chaim went ahead and treated us to other nostalgic items as well. All right, you're going to stick around to hear this spot? This is Sammy Davis Jr. You've heard of him.
Absolutely.
This is Sammy Davis Jr. singing a jingle about Manischewitz amaretto, right? Was it an amaretto?
I believe so.
I believe so. Thank you. I want to thank Yoni, who's working on it. You got to take the cover off. It's not going to work otherwise. Yoni Pollock is working on the Sammy Davis Jr. jingle for us, which you're going to hear in just a second. This was him singing about Manischewitz products, I assume sometime in the mid-'60s, if I'm not mistaken.
Hi, here's one of my new favorites. Almanetta, gentle Almanetta. Almanetta from Manischewitz wine. Has a kind of nutty taste, has a kind of gentle taste. Nutty taste, gentle taste. Nutty taste, gentle taste. Almanetta, Almanetta, gentle Almanetta. Almanetta from Manischewitz wine. Try some after dinner tonight. It's delicious.
All right, so I kept saying amaretto. It's Almanetta. When do you think they stopped making it? Anybody have a clue? Rabbi, have any idea? You've never seen a bottle. In your travels, you've never seen a bottle of Almanetta, have you?
I have about a dozen.
And you had a
bottles.
great spokesman for it. I mean, come on. It should have lasted a little longer, no?
Yep.
All right, more coming up. You're listening to the Nachum Segal Network and watching at NachumSegal.com. We're with our friends at Welch's and Manischewitz as we commemorate the 2016 Pesach season. We're at Gourmet Glatt in Cedarhurst. Join us on Spruce Street in Cedarhurst. We'll speak about Gourmet Glatt and plenty more coming up. Keep it here at the Nachum Segal Network. This comes from Baruch Levine.
אם אנחנו לך שועתו השם שועתו השם השם אלוקינו מוידים אנחנו לך שועתו השם שועתו השם אלוקינו Aidim anachnu lach Shoatahu Hashem Shoatahu Hashem Hashem Elokeinu Tzur Chayeinu Magei Sheinu Tzur Chayeinu Magei Sheinu Atahu Legai Vadar Tzur Chayeinu Magei Sheinu
Comes from Baruch Levine. Rabbi Chaim, I got an email. I want to share this with you. Can you hear me? You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Comes from a gentleman named Ruvain. I just want to let you know that a friend of mine is related to the Manischewitz family. The father came over in the 20s and had 5 sons. My friend has a picture of the father in his house in Lakewood and pictures of the sons' wedding pictures as well. It's kind of cool to see, and that, of course, works out perfectly time-wise with the story we've been telling for the last 3 weeks, right?
Yes, we're always interested to see these connections looping around and looping around.
And I am almost sure that about 10 years ago, I was at a shul in Teaneck, New Jersey, and after davening, a woman came over to me and said she is a Manischewitz. Not related to. You know that? Yeah, in Teaneck, yeah. Right. That's where it was. And she said that her last name is actually Manischewitz. And now I know how to spell her last name because of our exercise earlier. What do you got there, Rabbi? You're digging for something. What do you have there?
The circles that Manischewitz made, if you look at this is before Manischewitz had the OU. So look at the
certificate of kashrus.
Look at the names of the Rabbanim. They had their own Vada Kashrus of Rabbanim that certified the products.
Menachem Gettinger, Reb Zilber, Karlinsky.
Reb Chaim Karlinsky for years was involved with Manischewitz. He was a Rav in Jersey City.
And Yitzchak Segal. Yitzchak Segal, that's not related to me. It's the exact. I had an uncle, Yitzchak Segal, who was also a Levi, Harav Yitzchak Levi Segal. But I believe Yitzchak Levi Segal was also in New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny because my father was in New Jersey.
So if you think about,
and in English he spelled his name differently, Siegal, from Jersey City, New Jersey.
Yeah, if you think about this, is as recent as the 70s, and this went on for more than 40 years. The circles, when people start coming up and saying I'm related, I'm
right.
Had a shaykh here, had a shaykh there.
You can imagine
pretty wide circles.
It's a large number of people. Rabbi, thank you very much again.
You're welcome.
Yaeli Steinberg is here. Yaeli Steinberg is in charge of Gourmet Glatt. Gourmet Glatt now has more than one location. We're in its flagship location. Correct, Yaeli?
Correct.
We're in the flagship location on Spruce Street in Cedarhurst. ZK, if anybody ever asks you which is the flagship location of Gourmet Glatt, it's the one in Cedarhurst, all right? The last time I was here, was that the pre-Rosh Hashanah show? The last time I was here was August, right? Right before Rosh Hashanah.
Right. We were in the deli section.
Last time, right. That time we were in the deli section. Now we're in the kosher and Pesach section. Yes, that was, and that was the day I discovered your wasabi coleslaw.
Correct.
That wasabi coleslaw is amazing.
Sure is.
You know that. Do you make it? You make it for Pesach, or wasabi's not kosher Pesach? We gotta find out.
We'll find out.
We gotta find out.
Yeah.
I'd like you to find out. I'd like to take a tub to Puerto Rico with me if you don't mind. All right. So here we are, and we're at the flagship, and now there's one in Woodmere.
Correct.
Where is that? What's the address?
It's 1030 Railroad Avenue.
Railroad Avenue?
Railroad
1030 Railroad Avenue.
If you get on the behind the building, we
Yeah.
have a Long Island Railroad
Really?
Cedarhurst train station.
Oh, cool.
If you board,
Wish I lived near a train. Oh, I do. Right on top of the Williamsburg Bridge.
and
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
take it for one stop to
Right.
the Woodman train station
Right.
and disembark on Railroad Avenue, and you cross over. You'll be about.
Is that how you
12 o'clock.
transport? You have it all delivered here, then all of a sudden
Yeah.
people are running by train?
We have the railroad.
That's very cool. The LIRR doesn't even realize.
That it takes you from one gourmet guy to the other.
Very cool. And then the rumor is that the Lakewood store is already opened.
It sure is.
What's the story now? Have you visited?
Many times.
What do you think? What's doing down there?
It's huge.
How huge? Bigger than this one?
Twice the size.
Of this?
Of this.
What do the customers say?
The customers are ecstatic.
They must be very happy.
They're
Wow.
very, very happy. They have to adjust. They have to know what to make of it. It gets in, they get overwhelmed. But that's the whole idea of Gourmet Glatt.
It's a large shopping experience.
No, an all-in-one shopping experience
There
under
you go.
one roof. And when people don't have a Gourmet Glatt, they're used to getting in their car, stopping at store A, getting a few items, going to store B for
Right.
a few more,
Right.
maybe to store C for a lot more.
Right.
But
Then the
to
next day
D&E.
going somewhere else.
Yeah, Gourmet Glatt is a one-stop. You park one time, we have it all. We're a really clean store. We have incredible customer service. We have quality selection, and that convenience of just going up and down the aisle, finding whatever you need at that one. And now, our produce selection, for instance,
Yeah.
we're in a former ShopRite. The amount of produce selection that we have, ShopRite could only dream. They were limited, such a big store, to the amount of SKUs, the amount of items that they have. We have items that you won't see anywhere.
And in ShopRite,
selection.
they never check the leafy vegetables
Right,
also.
and choices. Our cut up and our checked produce, it's a whole new experience for Lakewood. They really haven't had this type of shopping available to them. And of course, the flagship of all Gourmet Glatts is our meat department. There is unequaled anywhere. People always trying to talk about meat. If you know anything about meat, there's only one way to describe meat. Gourmet Glatt.
That's it.
That's it. Gourmet Glatt says
Next to the word meat in the
anything.
dictionary, there's a picture of Gourmet Glatt.
Gourmet Glatt.
As the expression goes.
Yes, Rabbi Beryl Wallowik, his incredible staff in each store. They all go through the training over here.
Again with the train. This time the training.
This time they train. The butchers come, they get trained. And not just to give you the selection of cuts, but you could ask for a cut, but to give you that incredible service and understanding of what you're going to do with it when you go home.
Quality standards.
Yeah. No, what are you going to do? You
Right.
buy a unbelievable
I've
piece
seen
of meat.
this.
What
I've
happens when you get home with it?
this. We're on the label. You actually print a recipe.
Correct.
That people can follow, obtain whatever items and ingredients they need, and go ahead and make the product. Or make the end product.
That's it. It's a complete. And then if they're lazy, we have a whole season. It's not a question of lazy. People are very pressed for time. So there are many
Just the
items.
opposite. They're so busy they have no
That's
time
correct.
for it.
So we have many meat items and poultry items that are seasoned. That means you just have to come home, stick it in the oven or the microwave.
And voila!
And voila!
How do you like
It's all
that?
done.
Yes, Miriam Wallach.
It's no joke. First of all,
It's hilarious.
I'm going to kill his mic. First of all,
Don't
it's
you dare.
it's a huge help for
Of
two working
course.
parents.
I'm just having fun with the whole
I
concept.
know, but two working parents where you don't want to do takeout and something's got to get easier. The stuff is already in the house. It's already been seasoned, everything. Somebody puts on the oven, and my babysitter takes care of it. It's a huge help. And
There you
also,
go.
you should know that Gourmet Glatt started as butchers. A long time ago, they started as butchers. So Yoli's, speaking.
That's their roots.
Correct. So speaking from experience, you know that Gourmet Glatt is about meat.
Right.
Not only that, could you imagine going home, you're eating a succulent piece of meat that was seasoned,
Right.
and while your wife might be enjoying a lemon herb piece of chicken.
There you go.
Exactly. It's all available. It's very, very, personally, it's very helpful.
Yaeli Steinberg is here.
Jamie's laughing.
Which train goes to the Lakewood place, by the way? Because I want to spend a day taking the train to the 3 locations.
Isn't it buses?
Gourmet Glatt Express.
But trust me, I was joking around.
Oh, you were joking. Oh, that was a joke.
We have a chopper on order.
Oh, that's an idea. The meat does get delivered directly to the Lakewood store,
Comes
right?
directly.
Doesn't have to go here first.
No.
We
Every
also
store
talk about
gets
the new
fresh
boxes,
directly.
by the way?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Let me
that's
let me
the-
display this for my wonderful listeners out there. Oh, I can't take this down, right?
No, please
Okay.
don't.
Let's look
Thank
carefully
you.
because this is something you taught us back
Right.
around Rosh Hashanah time.
Correct.
Remember we were talking about boxes and bags and different things for different holidays. In fact, it was pointed out then that there's certain holidays, certain periods of time during the year where the kids out there and the adults look forward to seeing the special Gourmet Glatt packaging, right? The Gourmet Glatt
That's
bags and
correct.
boxes.
Correct.
What is the story with this brand new box?
Okay, this seems to be it dates back actually to ancient Egypt.
Whoa!
Yeah,
They had Gourmet Glatt boxes in ancient Egypt. What they just to float them on the Nile?
no, there was an exodus from Egypt headed towards Eretz Yisrael.
Eventually, they got there.
And today the reincarnation is there's a bad exodus from New York to Florida.
This would be Florida, I assume.
This will be New York.
So this is New York.
You leave the home of the skyscrapers,
Very close to
Statue
Gourmet
of Liberty.
Glatt.
And they used to travel by camel.
Right.
And
They would be
tractor
led by the
trailer,
Gourmet Glatt tractor trailer.
right, which took the place of the camel.
Right.
Brings you down to the sunny land of the palm trees.
That is the
and condos.
that is the explanation. For those of you who thought it would be a biblical explanation,
No, it's just an exodus.
It's more a practical 2016 explanation or an overview of how Pesach works these days. New York. Travel, but not by camel. This time with the Gourmet Glatt tractor trailer in front of you. down
And
to
either
Miami.
way, you're having a gourmet Pesach.
Right. At home or away, it's always gourmet.
No substitutes. No substitutes.
We should get Sammy Davis Jr. to do that.
Yeah.
At home or away, it's always gourmet. In addition, Yaeli can explain to us, as he did back Rosh Hashanah time, when we had the special bags for that time of year, that there's also a bag, and I'm holding it up right now for those of you watching at NachumSegal.com, which not only describes all the different things you can get for Pesach, but has a nice photo that's appropriate, a nice image that's appropriate for Pesach as well.
Correct.
In this case, the Seder plate.
Correct.
So there you have it. So everyone has special bags. And what a perfect thing for a shopper this time of year. They know which bags in their home are the Pesach bags.
Exactly.
Very helpful.
And some of their children will be coming home from yeshiva
Right.
or Beis Yaakov
Right.
with their Pesach projects and a gourmet Glatt bag.
Correct. And then
Naomi-
save them year to year in those
Naomi
bags.
Nachman has a shtick where she brings her Gourmet Glatt bags everywhere
Yeah.
and takes a picture of them from wherever she is,
Right.
which is a lot of fun. But
She must work for a great network if she does that.
exactly. But we've discussed this. The bags are ubiquitous. It's like they're classic. And I happen to know that last summer in Camp Morashah, when there was a yellow team, there were plenty of Gourmet Glatt bags on campus, and the kids were using them as part of their outfits.
How does that make you feel, Yoeli? When you hear even during the summer those bags are
fun is
heading
that? Those
hundreds of
kids
miles
have 'em.
away.
Appreciate it.
To be, it's very
Right? How
appreciated,
much
is
fun
right.
is that?
I am told that the good camps out there now will make sure to have a yellow team every year just for that reason. How do you like that?
It's wonderful.
It's
As long
very
as the other team is green. So we keep it all in the
There you have it.
gourmet Glatt family.
all in the family.
You know, it's a Thursday, as you pointed out earlier, which means it's very busy here. I mean, it's busy every day, but Thursday, I'm sure, more than any other day of the week.
It's only for Nachum.
Oh, that's the reason?
Yeah,
Thank you.
No. I'm saying it's only for we can make such an exception. On
Oh, such an
Thursday
accommodation.
to welcome such a guest like Nachum and
Thank you very
Miriam.
much.
It's
you.
really beyond what
Thank you very much.
we could really go out to do. But these are special people.
But the next 2 weeks will be. I mean, you'll have late hours, right?
Late hours. We have a huge staff. We have lots of merchandise. We're not going to run out. We're going to keep people.
You know, there are people who are going to buy
selection.
thousands of dollars worth of meat for their own homes this
Correct.
time of year. You know,
How many
Correct.
trailers do you have in the back?
Right now, we have 3 C boxes loaded.
Wow.
We have huge storage underneath us, and we have more storage on the way starting next week for Wednesday.
Unbelievable. And what's being delivered? When
post
does
a security
deliveries
guard on
available
those
from
things.
Florida?
Deliveries for Florida. Well, this is a this weekend actually. It starts Saturday night and Sunday, Monday. People come, they shop. They check it out, and then it gets packaged. If it's for the fridge, for the freezer, and it goes into separate trucks, separate storage facilities, and basically we send everything except for ice cream.
How long have you been doing
Everything
that?
comes. This would be, I think, our 4th year.
Are you happy with the
Our
service?
fifth
It
year.
works well?
The customers.
I
are
understand,
happy.
but are you happy with the system? It works. It must be complicated
the
doing all
system
this.
is very complicated. It means like someone like Mendy, who Miriam is very familiar with, will go 3 days without seeing a bed or any type of rest. There's a lot of extra sacrifice.
And a lot
Put
of
it this
hard
way,
work,
A
huh?
lot of hard work that goes in to ensure that everybody has a wonderful Yontif. We consider it a huge privilege to be part of everybody's Yontif. We take it as a serious calling. And if you really want to have that Yontif that you envision, the Gourmet Glatt crew is here to make that happen.
Erev Pesach Friday, you're open till what time?
2 o'clock.
And can you buy salt water packaged at Gourmet Glatt?
We've had that.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, we've had that.
I should give a little seminar to the people in charge of their kitchens at home how to make salt water, or maybe I shouldn't. Tell you, Ellie.
Yeah, the excitement for the shoppers is that, of course, since Purim, basically all the meat before Purim, all the meat is already kosher for Pesach
Right.
in Gourmet Glatt. But starting this Sunday, the entire fish department. Fish is a crucial item for Pesach. People need from gefilte fish to every type of appetizer and entree of fish. Our entire fish department, Asi's Gourmet Fish Department, will be kosher for Pesach. In addition, Chapanash, the king of takeout, for the most delectable, sumptuous takeout for Pesach with the highest quality hashgacha, the taste that you know and desire. We'll start Tuesday with a full Pesach takeout selection.
10 days before Yontif.
10 days before Yontif.
Plenty of time to shop.
Yeah. Well, people like Coca-Cola. People wait to get the Pesach Coca-Cola. Pesach ice cream. All the ingredients that have real sugar instead of the imitations. People wait for that to come. People wait for Chapanash Pesach food. They really look forward to that. That taste, that Pesach flavor that you just can't.
Who doesn't
duplicate.
love that Pesach flavor? That's for sure.
All non-gebrucks.
All non-gebrucks.
All non-gebrucks.
What a job. Unbelievable. How many years have you been here, Gourmet Glatt?
We've been here since 2008.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Echad Kasher V'Sameach.
For you and the entire crew.
And you will be open Chol Hamoed. People
We'll be
should
open
know
Chol
that
Hamoed.
any day you could be open to help service the customers, you will be here.
We will.
What's the
And
craziest Pesach product?
the craziest pizza?
Yeah, I mean, I remember when the rolls came out, everyone's like, "Oh, the
Well,
rolls
yeah,
are
that's
crazy."
hard to- Is there a
The
pizza?
pizza bagels are
behind
crazy.
you. Look at the Oreo cookies.
These are Pesach. These are non-gebrucks?
Non-gebrucks.
These are non-gebrucks Oreo-style cookies.
Oreo-style cookies.
Sandwich
non-gebrucks.
Cremios.
Yeah.
Sandwich Cremios for Pesach. You have no idea how badly I want to try one of these. I want to see what it's all about.
And they're non-gebruch.
They're
Yes,
non-gebrucks.
non-gebrucks. We just
So
pointed
They're a
that out.
shahakol.
No, meaning I'm so curious to see, if these things have a taste. That that's my
Do you want me
point.
to be a martyr? Do you want me to take one for the team?
You don't
I'll
have
take
to
one
be.
One for the team.
I'll take one.
Yaeli,
Okay.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Nachum. Thanks for joining us here today, and thanks for all you do.
I appreciate
for all
that.
of Klal Yisrael.
I appreciate that.
The beautiful music you bring into all our lives.
Thank you. See you soon again here at Gourmet Glatt, Bezrat Hashem. More coming up. This is the Nachum Siegel Network. Trivia, raffles. Got to get to some more of that. We'll do that next. Keep it right here at the Nachum Siegel Network.
Oise mitzvah achas getano bisimcho Yegagelu loi lasois mitzvah Gedoy la meri shoyno Oise mitzvah achas getano bisimcho Yegagelu mitzvah Gedoy la meri shoyno Oise mitzvah achas getano bisimcho Yegagelu loi lasois mitzvah Gedoy la meri shoyno Oise mitzvah achas getano bisimcho Yegagelu mitzvah Gedoy la meri shoyno Schar mitzvah ein li davar mitzvah Wenn mit tut a mitzvah Chaf mit noch a mitzvah Peir ser oil a mazeh Stamel el a mabo Schar mitzvah ein li davar mitzvah Wenn mit tut a mitzvah Chaf mit noch a mitzvah Stamel el a mabo Oise mitzvah achas getano bisimcho Yegagelu loi lasois mitzvah Gedoy la meri shoyno Oise mitzvah achas getano bisimcho Yegagelu mitzvah Gedoy la meri shoyno se mitzvo achas Gitano bisimcho Yigagaluloi Asois mitzvo Gidoi Lamei Lishoina Oh, se mitzvo achas Gitano bisimcho Yigagalu mitzvo Gidoi Lamei Lishoina
It's the Nachum Siegel Network live lunch from Gourmet Glatt with our friends at Manischewitz and Welch's Schar Mitzvah done by Mordechai Shapiro. That's brand new. Rumor has it that Jamie has a special guest here.
Yes. Hi, Mrs. Roar.
Mrs. Roar is here. Thank you. And thank you for raising a wonderful young lady who knows how to run a network.
Exactly. And be the adult in the room. I mean.
Exactly.
Somebody's got to be the adult. There's a good recipe on the back of the Manischewitz balsamic vinegar.
Recipe alert. Back at balsamic vinegar.
Berry salad.
All right, let's do. What are we doing first? A raffle or trivia?
Yeah, we're doing a raffle.
Raffle. Ready?
I just want you to know I haven't pulled a raffle.
So go ahead here.
No, it's all right.
All right. So don't pull a raffle. I offered.
It's better for the family.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
And our worldwide audience, I hold in my left hand an incredible Manischewitz Welch's bag. In my right hand, in a moment, I will hold the name of the winner of this prize package from Manischewitz of both classic and brand new products. And the winner is Perla Weissman. Perla Weissman.
Perla Weissman.
Perla Weissman, whose phone number is 908. Wow.
Perla drove a long way to go shopping.
Do people do that?
908. Laura's all excited. Go 908.
Trivia time. Who wants to play? Let's pull somebody over.
Let's pull
Who would like to win a prize and play some Manischewitz trivia? Step on up right now. Come on.
This is what it's like in my home, by the way, when I talk and I feel no one's listening.
Have a seat, please. What are they not making?
They're not making what? Oh, the heavy.
They're not making it?
The Malaga?
We're going to have to change
I don't know. They're working on grape juice. Did you want to do a trivia question?
Now that we're involved with the company,
I'm happy to help. I think what the problem is that they think
people think they'll be embarrassed by getting the question wrong.
They don't know that they're not going to get the question wrong.
They don't know they have a third of a chance of not getting it wrong.
Or they have a 0 chance of not getting it wrong if I'm involved.
All right.
Do you know? Do you see what I brought to the table, by the way?
Some jumbo egg kichel from Manischewitz.
Is this not classic?
That's kosher lepesa?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you know what else? You know what I just realized? And Sarah Strom was like, of course, because it's gluten-free.
What?
There's no matzah meal in here, so this is a good Erev Pesach snack.
Oh.
Thank you.
They've thought of everything, haven't they?
Right, but of course...
Anybody want to play trivia for a wonderful prize?
That's my ear.
Let's toss something.
Do you have to what?
Let's toss something extra into the prize package for the trivia.
Okay.
Maybe it'll entice somebody.
What about the rest of the cereal that we haven't eaten? No?
That probably wouldn't work.
Yoni finished my cookies for those people on the cookie.
You ready?
Alert. Yoni
have a seat. Thank you
yes,
very much.
Excellent. I promise you won't lose.
Look at this. One of the lovely shoppers here at Gourmet Glatt.
Right here.
What is your first name, please?
Hello, Rebecca.
Here.
Come sit down.
Rebecca lives in what city? Far Rockaway, New York is being represented. Rebecca from Far Rockaway.
Home of Phil Goldfetter.
We have how do you like that?
Assemblyman Phil Goldfetter.
We have a trivia question for you. You ready?
You can't go wrong. Okay. I promise you can't go wrong.
Hold the A, B, and C cards so you can hold up which answer you think is correct.
Are you making Yontif?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Here
if
we
you're
go.
going away, I would take. I'm just kidding.
You looked at that basket and asked if she's making yatsa?
I did not look at the basket.
That is one full basket.
Has a lot of chametz in it.
Oh, it does
All
have
right.
a lot of comments?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
there are bagels in there.
All right.
Jeez, tough crowd.
Nobody's on my side. It's amazing.
Nope. All right.
Okay, here's the question for you. Manischewitz holds the record for the biggest piece of matzah. In fact, I was there when it was baked. No joke. The question is, how big was it? You ready?
I got you covered.
Rebecca, you ready?
I'm ready.
Listen carefully. 20 by 4 feet, 20 feet by 4 feet. B, 22.1 feet by 3.5 feet. Or C, 27 feet by 5 feet. Which is the correct answer?
I'm going to go with B.
She's going with B.
Oh my goodness.
What are the chances?
Let me go. She has a 33% chance of being right. Let me go back to my answer key, my handy-dandy answer key to C. In fact, the winning answer is the Manischewitz record for the biggest piece of matzah, 22.1 times 3.5. That is B. Congratulations, Rebecca.
I love this game.
One of the toughest trivia questions we've ever asked, and she comes through with flying colors. Pretty amazing. Thank you, Rebecca.
And you should have a wonderful Yontif.
Have a
This is number what of your shopping expeditions for Pesach?
For this week.
Right.
Nothing for Pesach.
Right.
She said this is just for this week, nothing for Pesach. She's so right. There are people who aren't going to even start for Pesach for another week.
You need to be able to start one card, leave it, and then just grab another one. That's it. Just keep going.
I have a trivia question for you.
Oh, shoot.
How many?
You closed the paper.
How many
Do you see this?
gluten-free items does
Can somebody help this woman?
How many gluten-free items
I
does
mean-
Manischewitz make? How many gluten? Well, you bought a lot more than dairy.
That's classic.
Tell you that much.
Shopping.
Someone should take a picture of this. I mean, how is it possible that nothing's falling out of that cart?
I'll tip top.
When,
What are you?
when everything is stacked way, way, way above the
ZK,
cart.
can you get the cart?
Look at
you
that
gotta
cart.
get the cart.
And the bottom also. Look at the bottom.
At least she. Yes, you got to protect the shmor matzah. That
is
is
that
for sure.
hilarious?
That's a panic.
Okay, and I was listening. What I do sometimes is I fill up one card, I check out, and then I come back and I fill up.
Oh man.
Why don't you don't want to
What
just
is your
leave it
first-
at the
what is
front
your
and
first
hold
name?
it? Judy.
Judy
Judy, come
actually-
sit here for a second.
Judy-
we always have
Judy-
one very, a lot of who's a customer who's a lot of fun.
Judy,
you are that person.
We'll
too.
fill up a basket, go to the car, and then come back and fill up another basket.
Right.
Pretty cool.
You don't tag team it with like two ongoing baskets at the same time.
Hand
Not
Judy.
at my age and strength.
Hand Judy the A, B, and C.
Judy.
Judy, how many items does Manischewitz make that are gluten-free? Is it A?
I'm here to help, Judy.
Is it A, 30? Is it B, 41? Or is it C, 60? Which one do you think it is?
I would say with the push today, especially at Passover time, with it's so easy to make everything gluten-free, I would say 60.
Very good. Congratulations.
I didn't help.
Congratulations.
I did not help.
The answer is C. That's 60. You win the prize. I don't know if there's room for the prize in your
Yeah.
shopping
By the way,
basket.
you put that on top. The whole thing's going over.
Yeah, be careful, please.
Yeah, don't.
You ever,
Don't.
you
That's
ever,
bad
you ever hear
karma.
of the straw that broke the camel's back?
Judy, watch the eggs.
That
Judy.
might be the bag that takes the eggs down.
Judy, how many people are you making yontif for?
My husband and my younger son, his wife, and my 6 grandchildren.
Oh, boy. You got 10 people coming over.
That's
right.
All
That's
right.
that's cart
Yaeli,
number
look
one
at this cart.
of how many?
Look at Judy's cart.
That's one for today.
Can we get her some
She
help
only
over there?
came in for dairy. That's
Can we,
the
can we get her
punchline.
some help? I mean, look at that. That's
I
unbelievable.
consolidated.
She said she's going to the car and then coming back and filling up
No,
another
not
one.
today.
Not today.
Oh, sorry.
Not today. Next week.
It has to be done in shifts.
Wow.
It
No,
has.
because I consolidated 2 refrigerators into one, so I have space for
It's
dairy. So when I-
pre-Pesach, of course.
So when I switch next week, I want to have the dairy and everything my husband needs.
When is the official switch? Have we determined yet when the actual switch will take place?
My loyal cleaning assistant is coming Monday and Wednesday, and I'm hoping by Thursday it will be done.
The big switch, 8 days before the holiday on Thursday.
Which is necessary.
It's called
hey.
turning over.
You kidding me? I know.
The term
you
is
know
turning
when
over.
I learned that you do things ahead? The first time when I was married, and I was living in Atlanta, so this is probably about 40 years ago, and Pesach was Saturday night. And I'm saying, how do you do that? And I realized how wonderful it was to have everything ready ahead because that Shabbos afternoon, I took a nap and
That's
everything
right.
was done. So I believe in getting it done ahead.
Do you know in Israel how many people go away for the days before Pesach? They get everything done and then they go on vacation for a couple of days. It's very common. There, not here, but it's very common there. So they know how to do it. And they come home and they enjoy the Seder. And they have one Seder, of course, so they want to make sure to maximize.
Right, so they want to make everything good.
So
If I only had one Seder, I wouldn't have to buy it.
That's true.
Yet another reason.
You'd have
to
half
get
the
it.
number of eggs about to fall out of the car.
That's
fine.
That is teetering.
Thank you, Judy.
Thank you.
Judy is a panic.
There she is, listener Judy.
Can somebody help Judy, please?
Who else wants to play trivia
I
with
don't know,
us?
By the way, Judy doesn't look stressed at all.
Hey, how about this young lady? Maybe she'll play trivia. Look at this young lady
This
right
poor
here.
woman in the baseball
No,
cap
right
thinks
here.
we're talking to
I know,
her.
I know.
Yeah.
How about this young lady? She'll play some trivia.
Yes, let's go. Yeah, sure.
Get us a trivia player.
No. What you eating? She bought some cookies because she's done coloring in physics class.
All right, is that it for trivia, or we're going to get someone that's...
Well, we have to pull a...
All right, so let's do a raffle.
Let's do a raffle.
And
Where's
the
the
next
bag?
raffle winner is...
Laura's coming. Are
And
they
the
all
next-
folded, Laura? Yes.
And the next
Baruch
raffle
Hashem.
winner is... I want to thank
I
Laura.
do.
I want to thank Laura for all her help
Laura's
all these
great.
weeks. Thank
Laura's
you, Laura.
great.
From
Laura's spending a
Manischewitz.
lot of time in the kosher supermarkets. She's spending a lot of time.
The winner of the raffle of a collection of classic and brand new Manischewitz products is Caitlin Schlusselberg.
With a
Also
201.
What is going
What?
on here? What?
It's-
Are you serious?
She lives in Woodmere with a 201
Oh,
number?
maybe she used to live in 201.
Oh, she's a
There you go.
convert. Okay, I got it. There we go. All right, so she just won. That's fantastic.
Congratulations.
That's
Thank
great.
you, Sarah, for all your help. Excellent.
Sarah's great. Everybody's been wonderful. It's 12:47. We should play another song.
All right, we're going. That's.
Sorry, I know it's your show.
That's
I'm
a
sorry.
suggestion. We'll do this one brand new from Yummy Lowy. This is the Malcolm Siegel Network.
ושמחתו בכל הטוב ושמחתו בכל הטוב ושמחתו בכל הטוב אשר נוסם לכו ושמחתו בכל הטוב ושמחתו בכל הטוב ושמחתו בכל הטוב אשר נוסם לכו ושמחתו בכל הטוב היי ושמחתו בכל הטוב היי ושמחתו בכל הטוב אשר נוסם לכו ושמחתו בכל הטוב ושמחתו בכל הטוב toy so macht bechol toy ay 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 lechu levaischo sollst du wenn kalt bechol toy so macht bechol toy ay 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 lechu levaischo sollst du wenn kalt bechol toy so macht bechol toy ay 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 lechu levaischo sollst du wenn kalt bechol toy so macht bechol toy ay 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 lechu levaischo
Yummy Loey. It's the Nachum Siegel Network. We got about 5-6 minutes to go before we wrap up this live lunch. I want to thank everybody from Manischewitz.
You have to do another raffle.
Got to do another raffle. I want to thank everybody from Welch's. This has been a nice series of programs. And the winner, according to Miriam L. Wallach.
No, I can't do it.
Oh, I thought you were going to draw
Nobody wants to hear me announce anything.
All right. Sorry.
All right.
The winner of the prize package.
Do you want to practice announcing the Chassan and Kala for tonight?
No.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
What makes you think I haven't been practicing for the last week and a half?
I know you have.
The winner of the raffle, and therefore the winner of the prize package, including some classic and brand new Manischewitz products, is Shani Fastin. Shani Fastin.
With a 347 area. Anybody live in 516 around here?
Congratulations.
Nobody? What? I thought 347's Manhattan.
No. No, you
it's
suburban people don't know how it works in the city. No. It's not like that at all.
This is
No.
we're suburban.
Well, those of you from suburbia, you don't know how it works. People like Jamie in one of the 5 boroughs, someone like myself in one of the 5 boroughs, someone like ZK in one of the 5 boroughs.
Aren't you from New Jersey?
Someone like Yoni from one of the 5 boroughs, up in Washington Heights. We know how it works. Those of you out here who have this completely different vision of life.
Exactly. Call the Van Wyck.
Don't know how the whole thing works with the 917, 347, 516, etc. So
exactly.
If you want, Jamie can sit down with you later and explain the whole thing. Anyway.
By the way, Jamie's dad was also here.
Ah!
Yes.
Maybe
he
wants to play trivia.
Did he like the way the tablecloth looked? Yeah. All right.
There's no way he wants to play trivia, huh?
No.
There's no way he wants
Jamie's
A or B or C.
Right.
Okay.
Jamie's shot. Can we just, by the way, with a minute left, can we share a couple of the interesting pieces of information on that list?
On this list?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Couple of things. The year Manischewitz was founded was 1888. What does the word gefilte mean?
We did that last
This
week.
was a very this must have been an interesting session at the Manischewitz office when they created this question. A, another name for Manischewitz. That's funny. B, a type of fish. C, stuffed.
Well, how
B
many peop-
or C would
how
be
many
acceptable
people
as an
go
answer.
into how many people go into the fish counter and want to know where the gefilte is?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's cod, there's tuna, there's salmon, there's
I
gefilte.
think that's an old wives' tale, but okay. Classic flavors of macaroons. Which one's the top flavor?
Coconut.
Shkoyach.
Yep.
You're looking at the paper.
I am not.
The
I've
choice
just-
was coconut, chocolate, or almond, and I honestly thought that there would be people who would be debating about the almond and the coconut in terms of number one. Are they close second, coconut or not? I mean, almond. Are they close second or not? Is anything a close second to the coconut? There are some.
There are close seconds.
How
Really?
many macaroon flavors does Manischewitz have? We've determined 16 over the last couple of weeks.
Mhm.
How many items they make that are gluten-free? We said 60 earlier. And how many tam-tam
This
flavors
is the best
are
question.
there?
I don't know why you didn't tag
How
this.
many tam-tam flavors are there? 6, 5, or 8? Jamie, what do you think? Very good. There's
Jamie
6.
is correct.
Oh, she saw the questions.
No, she worked right. She's
There are 6 Tam Tams.
What's
so
the best one? Original.
Original,
agreed.
yeah.
But what's a close second?
Everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The everything and the original would be the 2 you want to buy for your local kiddish.
Do you know that my mother tells a childhood story of going to the Manischewitz factory because she grew up in Jersey City and getting a hot Tam Tam right off of the
that's pretty
conveyor
cool.
belt. Isn't that cool?
Do you know that every time...
We're coming. Oh my gosh, we can do that also. I thought just the gefilte fish. We get to see the vat of gefilte
No, of
fish.
course we're going to go. We're going to go to Newark.
When are we going?
After Pesach. Do you know that
I'm so in.
that every time anyone drives to JM in the AM, they pass the exact spot of the Manischewitz factory? I used to pass it every morning.
No.
The Manischewitz factory, yeah.
Where?
It's on Marin Boulevard.
I did not know that.
We pass it every time.
I did not know
and
that.
unfortunately, they tore it down. It had a big Manischewitz sign in front. They tore it down, made it... Oh, now you have a small one there?
Oh, well.
And now they're...
Well, we're looking
big
forward to
building,
coming
some
anyway.
big building is going up, 30 floors worth of co-ops or whatever it is. Anyway, that wraps up a wonderful gathering here at Gourmet Glatt in Long Island, the 5 towns. I want to thank our entire staff. First of all, Rummy, who's working hard off-site. Of course, Miriam L. Wallach, Jamie Turkel, ZK, Yoni Pollock. I want to thank Sarah Stromer. I want to thank everybody at Manischewitz who's appeared over the last...
thanks to Laura.
And we thank Laura for coordinating our tastings and our raffles. Thank you, Laura, very, very much. Did not mean to leave you out. I just usually save the best for last.
Oh, that's why I had to go first.
That was funny.
Thank you.
And
every once in a while, I have a good line.
And we welcome Lizzie Wallach, who's here as one of the observers of the show. And thank everybody for listening in. 1 o'clock, it means Leora Zamek and the Stunt Show is coming up next. Mazal Tov to the Zamek and Rube families on tonight's big wedding. We'll wrap things up with 8th Day and wish everybody a Chag Kosher V'Sameach, a happy and kosher Pesach to all. And a big thank you to Manischewitz and Welch's from all of us here at the Nachum Segal Network.
Unite the nation, whoa. Unite the world. Reach across the cities, hands across the seas, heartbeats together. It's the sound of unity. We're linked in a chain to change the world. When you feel the strength, you spread the word. We're linked in a chain to change the world. When we get together, our voices heard. Unite the nation, whoa. Unite the nation. Unite the nation, whoa. Unite the world. Flashback to Sinai. Great thunder, smoke and lightning. We're on a mission. Young and old, we're uniting. We're linked in a chain to change the world. When you feel the strength, you spread the word. We're linked in a chain to